This video chart presentation of 3P International Energy Corp. brought to you by allpenny.stocks.com. 3P International trades on Toronto Venture Exchange on ticker DOH. It's a technical stock to watch this week. See, it came out, made a real nice move yesterday, up 12.86%. Chart's been battling it out with this 50-day moving average for quite some time, so we're going to pay attention to it, see if it's going to push above that and challenge some resistance points. See, we've got a bullish cross in the MACD recently. Still a little bit of a downward trend. There's actually a wedge being created. You can see it's uptrending at the same time. But when bullish crosses have happened in the past, some pretty decent moves have followed. So we're going to look for that sort of movement again this time around. PPO also dropping a bullish cross. ADX trying to put together an upward trend. You're looking for the ADX trying to take out this level and start to make some higher highs. MFIs, you can tell it's a pretty thinly traded stock by the rapid movements of the MFI. It's a pretty volatile indicator. Right now it does show money's coming into the play. Accumulation distribution holding a nice upward trend, continues to make higher lows over about 7 months. That's a very nice look. Jake and money flow holding in the green, showing buying pressure has been overcoming selling pressure. This is a real nice look to the CCI as well. Finally breaking to the upper half of the indicator, taking on a bullish position. Full stoves moving north, showing some good momentum's coming into the play. The Trix is a bit of a concern. Would have really liked to seen it hold up a higher level, make a higher low through here. So I'm not a huge fan of the position of the Trix at this point, but it is making a curl. Looks like it's going to make a bullish cross. And in the grand scheme of things, it is still making a higher low from back here at this point in July. RSIs, of course, because this is a thinly traded stock, they move very quickly, but they're finally all three of them pushing their way over top of 50. Again, that's a bullish indication. So the chart's in a pretty precarious position right now where it looks like it's really trying to make a strong move from bearishness from this little downtrend into a bullish position. And what I'd be looking for right now is on any deep pullbacks, I'd really want to see this bottom support at 31.5 cents hold. I'd have my eyes peeled a little bit more near term or how it reacts if it pulls back to 35, but undoubtedly would want to see this bottom hold because there's not any more support in sight until we're down here around 25 cents and ultimately a bottom at 20, which is a pretty substantial drop from where it is at this point. On the upside, of course, I'd be looking at that 50-day. It's a dynamic source of resistance. Stock's had a difficult time sustaining levels above it, even though it's broken through it several times. It doesn't take long, about a month at the most, for it to fall back down through it. So it's pretty important in the overall technical analysis of a chart for the PPS to be trending over top of 50. See some static resistance that comes into play right here around 45. 200-day moving average is dynamic. It's coming down. It's really going to reinforce that area. That'll probably be a pretty tough spot for it, with a very substantial area coming in around 53. See, it was an old support level. Here over the last 6-7 months, it's been the highs. Still a nice move, about 30% or so from where it is at this point. But if it can continue the climb and break through 45, I'd look for some heavy resistance to come in around 53. Now, the reason we picked these charts is because they look technically poised to make an immediate move. But in the long-term scheme of things, I look for resistance points to be broken. And then if it goes up and challenges the next substantial area of resistance and it pulls back, to hold that old resistance as a support level and try and continue the upward trend. Now, that's over the course of many months. We put these out early in the week because of potential early on movement, but it's always good to follow along with the charts in the long term to also see how the chart plays out and how it reacts. As I mentioned, very thinly traded stock, especially recently. I'd really want to see some stronger volume days come in as it challenges the resistance points. Those are the type of things that I'll be looking for in the 3P International Energy Corp chart, but as always, this is merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. I strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to read the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.